today I will start a new topic, stored energy in a capacitor. So in this topic we will find the value of stored energy in a capacitor. So first, this diagram. This is the diagram of final plate capacitor. It's a diagram of parallel plate capacitor and E is electric field. ये parallel plate capacitor का एक डायग्राम है. अब सपोज दैट जैसे मुझे इसको प्लस क्यू चार्ज देना और ये माइनस क्यू चार्ज है. सपोज दैट क्यू प्लेट थी, उसके बाद कोई चार्ज नहीं था, इसको हम पॉजिटिव सोर्स से कनेक्ट करते हैं. पॉजिटिव सोर्स से कनेक्ट किया और इसको हमें टोटल जो चार्ज देना है, अभी चार्ज नहीं था, इनिशियली है, ये इनिशियल है, और मुझे जो फाइनल उसको जो चार्ज देना है वो क्यू चार्ज देना है. तो मुझे क्या करना है, इकट्ठा पूरा चार्ज नहीं देना है बल्कि पार्ट बाई पार्ट. तो सबसे पहले हम क्या करते हैं, डी क्यू चार्ज देते हैं. फिर अगेन वी विल गिव एडिशनल डी क्यू चार्ज अप टू क्यू. जीरो से क्यू तक जो देना है, लेकिन हम लोग पार्ट बाई पार्ट चार्ज करेंगे. सपोज दैट मुझे अगर 100 कूलॉम चार्ज इस प्लेट को प्रोवाइड कराना है, तो मान लो स्टोर कर सकता है, तो 1 कूलॉम करके हम इसको चार्ज देंगे. तो जैसे ही हम पहला जब डी क्यू चार्ज देंगे, पहला जब हमने डी क्यू चार्ज दिया, इसको हटा देते हैं. अभी जब हमने सबसे पहले इसको पहला डी क्यू चार्ज दिया तो ये कोई वर्क डन नहीं होगा. लेकिन जब हम एडिशनल डी क्यू चार्ज देंगे, वी विल हैव टू डू वर्क, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी इसके पास डी क्यू चार्ज आ गया है. और फिर से सेकेंड टाइम जब हम डी क्यू चार्ज देंगे, वी विल हैव टू डू वर्क अगेंस्ट द इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक रिपल्सन. So you will have to do. So you know that the work done to give additional charge dq to the plate of capacitor. This is work done. You know that work done equal to potential difference into moved charge. So now put the value. We know that C equal to Q by V. So it's clear, V equal to Q by C. अगर इसको इंटरचेंज करेंगे तो V equal to Q by C. Now put the value of V. We get dW equal to Q by C into dQ. Now final work done. You can say the total work done to charge a module, to charge a plate from 0 to Q. जो टोटल जो चार्ज देना है वो Q तक चार्ज देना है. Now integrate both the sides. We get W. Here 1 by C is constant. Now integrate Q. We get Q square by 2. Apply the limit. Upper limit minus lower limit. This will be cancelled. We get Q square by 2. So this is 1 by 2. Q square by 2. This work done is also called stored energy U. Now this is the formula of U equal to half Q square by C. If we put the value of Q is CB, now we get a different formula, half CB whole square by C, that is half C square V square by C. 1 times C is cancelled, so we get half CB square. This is the one more formula. We can get one more formula also if we put, suppose that this equation is 1, write down this Q equal to CB in equation 1. Now put C equal to Q by V in equation equation 1. We get different formula. U equal to half Q square upon, in the place of C we put Q by V. Half Q square upon Q. This V is transferred to the numerator. Now one time Q is cancelled, so we get U equal to half Q. This is the equation number 3rd, because this equation number 2nd. So we get the three formula. First one, U equal to half Q square by C, another is half CV square, another is half QV. So there are the three formulas of stored energy in a capacitor. First formula in the terms of charge and capacitor. Second formula in the terms of capacitance and potential difference. The third formula in the terms of charge and potential difference. We apply different types of formula in the numericals and the conceptual problems. Students, I have discussed the stored energy in a capacitor. Now I will start a new topic, energy density in a capacitor. First, what is the meaning of energy density? We know that the simple density means mass upon volume. So the energy density means stored energy per unit volume. Stored energy per unit volume means stored energy upon volume. Stored energy is denoted by letter small u. So stored energy U per unit volume V. This is the formula. So look, this is the parallel plate capacitor. One is positively charged, other is negatively charged. Distance between them is V, and A is the area of the plate. This is the area of plate. So the volume of the parallel plate capacitor will be A into B, area of the plates, and into distance between the plates. This will be the area. So first we put U equal to half CV square. So now we get U equal to half CV square upon 8. So we get CV square upon 2AD. Now put, we know that C equal to the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. This is A epsilon naught over D. Now put, and also V equal to E into D. Potential difference between the two plates is equal to the electric field and multiply of distance between the two plates. मतलब जितने में इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ले रहे हैं, जितने डिस्टेंस में वो लेना है. So put these two values C and D in here. We get U equal to A epsilon naught over D multiply. This is B square. In the place of B, we want to put E into D, so we get E square D square upon A D and 2 also. So look here, D square, this will be cancelled. One time A will be cancelled. We get here in the denominator 2 or in the numerator epsilon naught E square. So we get U equal to half epsilon naught E square. This is energy density in a capacitor. Means stored energy per unit volume, and its SI unit will be joule per meter cube, because energy per unit volume and the unit of the volume is joule. This is most important for your students. Now I will start a new topic, redistribution of charges. So redistribution of charges means there are the two conditions here, before redistribution, after redistribution. We have the two spheres A and B of the different size. The capacitance of the first conductor, which is on the insulating stand, is C1. For the second sphere C2, potential is V1, second sphere V2, and charge on the first sphere Q1 and charge on the second sphere is Q2. Let both have the positive charge. First sphere has charge is positive and second is also positive. There are Q1 and Q2. let we assume that V1 is greater than V2. The sphere of A has higher potential than the sphere of B. The fair redistribution means we are not connecting any wire between the A and B, so there will be no transfer of the charge from sphere A to B or B to A. So we know that Q equal to C into V, charge equal to capacitance into potential. So for the first sphere, Q1 equal to C1 V1, and for the second sphere, Q2 equal to C2 V2. Because we know the formula Q equal to C into V. So if we apply for the first sphere, we get Q1 equal to C1 V1, and for the second sphere, we get Q2 equal to C2 V2. Okay. So this is the condition of before redistribution. After redistribution, so after redistribution means if we connect a thin wire between sphere A and B, some of the charge flow from sphere A to sphere B. Let the delta Q charge flow from sphere A to sphere B, because sphere A is at higher potential, B is at lower potential. So the tendency of the charge to flow from higher potential to lower potential. So some charge delta Q is flow from sphere A to sphere B until their potential becomes same. It means C1 V1, these are the capacitance. V is the common potential, because I am saying some charges flow from sphere A to sphere B until their potential becomes same. And the new charge on the spheres is Q1 dash and Q2 dash. So in this topic, first we find the common potential after redistribution of charge. So after redistribution, again we apply the formula charge equal to capacitance into potential. So we get Q1 dash equal to C1V and Q2 dash equal to C2V. According to conservation of charge means the total charge before redistribution is equal to total charge after redistribution. So it is clear Q1 plus Q2 equal to Q1 dash plus Q2 dash. Substitute the value of Q1, Q2 and Q1 dash, Q2 dash in above equation. We get C1 V1 plus C2 V2 equal to C1 V plus C2 V. We take V as common. Now we will find the value of V. So C1 C2 यहाँ पे divide में आ जाएगा. So we get C1 V1 plus C2 V2 over C1 plus C2. This is the formula of common potential. This is the formula of common potential after redistribution. If we want to find how much charge is transferred from sphere A to sphere B, it means we want to find delta Q. Delta Q will be Q1 minus Q1 dash or Q2 dash minus Q2. It means when some charge is transferred from sphere A to B, then the delta Q will be Q1 minus Q1 dash, because initial charge on the sphere A is Q1, final charge is Q1 dash, some charge is transferred. This means this will be greater, this will be small. So if we want to find delta Q, this will be Q1 minus Q1 dash. In the same way, the initial charge on the sphere B is Q2. When some charge is added to the sphere B, that means this value becomes greater. Q2 dash becomes greater than the Q2. So how to find delta Q? Q2 dash minus Q2. These are the same, but we apply anything. Take Q1 minus Q1 dash or Q2 dash minus Q2. These are the same. we substitute a value in the previous lecture, Q1 minus Q1 dash. So Q1 is C1 V1 minus Q1 dash is C1V. It's clear. Q1 dash is C1V and Q1 is the C1 V1. Now C1 V1 minus, now take common C1, so we get V1 minus V. Substitute the value of V. V is the common potential and we explained before, C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. Now take LCM. Now take LCM, C1 plus C2. So C1 V1 plus C2 V1 minus C1 V1 minus C2 V2, and this term will be cancel out. These two terms remains. So common is C2 is common, so we get V1 minus V2 upon C1 plus C2. This is the formula of charge transfer from sphere A to B. This is the charge transfer from sphere A to sphere B. If we apply Q2 dash minus Q2, we get the same answer. Now we want to find the loss of energy. When some transfer is transferred from sphere A to sphere B, there will be some loss of energy. Loss of energy, how to find loss of energy? Is UF minus UI. So how to find the UF? First we find UF, then UI. So UF formula is half. We apply the formula U equal to half CV square. So in the first sphere is C1 V square. In the first sphere, after distribution, half C1 V square plus half C2 V square. Now half V square is common, C1 plus C2. Half V is the common potential. So the value of common potential is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2 whole square. Because this is a V square, C1 plus C2. Half C1 V1 plus C2 V2 whole square divided by C1 plus C2 whole square into C1 plus C2. So one time C1 plus C2 will be cut. So we get half C1 V1 plus C2 V2 upon C1 plus C2. This is a square also. This is square. और square यहाँ नहीं है. So this is the UF. So then we find the UI, initial stored energy. So initial stored energy means total energy before redistribution. So we apply the formula in the first sphere, half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square. Now take half as common, C1 V1 square plus C2 V2 square. Then we find delta U, this is UF minus UI according to question number 1. We put the formula and then solve. This is your homework for your, this is homework, today homework. And UF minus UI, we get half C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2 V1 minus V2 whole square. अगर ये V2 minus V1 भी आएगा तो भी सही है. This is the formula of loss of energy after redistribution of the charges.